Little did the small group know that on this night they would accidentally capture actual evidence.
What do you mean accidentally? You fucking went there for a reason. You know you were going to catch some weird shit.
To his face while narrating. He passes by an ordinary looking jail cell window and doesn't think much of it at the time. When he goes back to review the footage later, he makes a startling discovery in the window. Ghost suddenly materializes in a Subway restaurant.
Not
it
in
starts
Subway.
out in the shape of a human and almost appears to be getting a table. When it gets back to its seat, the black shadow suddenly changes into a floating black blob of an orb. At this point, an employee or maybe a customer appears to see the ghost in the doorway. Whoever they are, they look stunned for a second and then
man's just wanting a fucking Italian BMT. That's all he wants.
Attention to the human as it floats up to the window and lingers there. It's almost as if it's taking a look at the outside world. The ghost starts to rise even higher and shrinks until it fully disappears back to wherever it came from.
Oh, hell no. Yo, is anyone in here? I want Italian BMT, yeah, with extra cheese and toasted.
As this Brazilian soccer footage shows, the crowd is happily cheering on their favorite team when
What
suddenly
the
a shadow
fucking
ghost starts sprinting
ghost is
through
that?
all of them. Look closely and you'll notice how nobody tries to move out of the way. Even though a person is clearly running full speed at them, not a single person tries to pull their legs in or even bothers to look up. They are so concentrated on the game that they do not see, feel, or hear the ghost as it runs directly through them.
Makes you wonder though, doesn't it? If you've ever been at home and you're clapping cheeks, or you're just knocking one out and like, there's a ghost just at the end of bed like that. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? What a view.
The next day, his HD TV literally begins rocking violently from side to side all by itself. The rocking motion picks up speed until the corners of the TV are almost hitting the entertainment center, and it looks like the base is going to break. Then the TV starts rocking back and forth the other way. There is nobody behind the television, and there's no way they could have been using strings to do this. The day after...
Well, you know there's no one behind the television, because look at the bottom of the platform of the TV. There's a reflection. You'll be able to see someone grabbing it.
No ghost hunter finds a short video on his phone that he is 100% sure he did not make. The video is shot from the ground level of his kitchen. When you look at the reflection in the oven, you can see that nobody is holding the phone. The phone is literally floating in midair. Additional footage shows the TV shaking by itself again. This time, no ghost hunter is able to film behind the television to show that this is not a prank at all. He waves his hand above the television to show that there's no wires, and he even films underneath the base to show that there is no rod coming out from the entertainment center or anything like that. The lights come out multiple times while he films. A few days later, he captures his refrigerator door slamming open and closed again and again. The brazen poltergeist leaves the door open to make sure its presence is fully...
Mate, I'm not being funny, right? If I ever have an house and there's fucking shit like that going on in my house, I'm burning the bastard thing down, right? I know I keep saying it on every video that I watch. It's true. I'm burning it down. I don't give a crap if I go to jail. There's no fucking ghost living in my house trying to eat my food, rocking my TV while I'm trying to watch bastard EastEnders. Absolutely not. I'm burning the shit down. If it follows me, then I'm going to fucking bend it over and clap its cheeks. No, I'm not. Anyway.
The camera follows his gaze and stops on a pale face looking at them from high above. The sickly person looks at them for a second longer before silently slipping out of view. The group is now creeped out and wants to know who has been spying on them this whole time.
What the fluff
they
is
tell
that?
the property manager about the face they saw in the window, but she says that it's impossible. The room they are talking about has been locked and unoccupied for quite some time. The manager goes up with them to unlock the door and show them around. They try and find the person, but the place is completely empty. There's no way anyone could have been up there, yet the camera obviously says differently. The mysterious peeper has church disturbance. Steve and Jake are wandering around the woods one summer night with a single goal in mind. They want to explore an abandoned local chapel that's rumored to be haunted. As they approach, they see that someone has written prayers and...
One, I don't even go in the woods in the daytime. Bears, Bigfoot, and dirty fucking spiders, yeah? For two, abandoned places. Them two mixing together. Death. That's only what my brain thinks. Death. You're either getting eaten by a Bigfoot or a bear, or Casper's going to literally bend you over and fucking... You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. Or there's going to be aliens there. No, don't work. Absolutely not. Stay away from me.
They head deeper inside. Now they find themselves inside of a small maintenance closet. They close the door behind them because they don't want anyone sneaking up on them. It feels like anyone could be watching them right now. They see a ladder to the left. Steve is about to climb it until Jake jokes that a body is going to fall down on him if he does, so he decides not to. That's when the piano starts to play from outside.
Oh no. Oh my god, turn the left, turn the left. Listen.
I can guarantee you on that right spot right there, I've literally shit down my leg.
So they turn their flashlights back on to see who is playing. Sitting at the piano at the far end of the room is a black hunched over phantom. They scream and shut the door. Jake cries for a bit, then they run away through the back exit. The music stops as soon as they leave the church. They were hoping that the music stopped because it was over, but in reality, it was because the ghost had gotten up from the piano to chase them. They run a good distance before pausing to look back into the dark scenery. It seems like they've gotten away, but then the ghost finds them and they run away screaming. The camera cuts off as they fall back deeper into the woods. At least one of them survived and uploaded this video onto YouTube, where it's remained for the past 10 years. Number 3, the teleporter. Two girls are alone in their house when one of them sees something in the doorway. Pause the video and you can see it's clearly the upper half of a young girl who is dressed in old-fashioned clothes from another time period. In on the two children to see what they are doing. One of the girls still doesn't see the ghost. She shouts at something that's on television and accidentally startles the ghost away. The girl with the camera follows the ghost as it retreats. The ghost...
Oh, fuck me. That's another house I'm burning down. That's another one I'm burning down. Do you know what makes me laugh? That fucking girl seeing it, yeah, and she's like, oh, let me chase after it straight away. Absolutely fucking not. That camera's being dropped and I'm fucking jumping out your front room window.
Instantly teleports and now stares at them from the top of the steps. The scared girls run out of the house screaming. They stop only for a second to turn around from the street. They can see the ghost girl walking across the left window on the top floor. It vanishes and then suddenly appears on the bottom floor in less than a second. Begins to look around. He eventually traces the noise to his attic and goes upstairs with a camera for a closer look. Everything is completely trashed. Boxes are overturned and clothing is scattered everywhere. Something has violently flung all of his personal possessions all around. As soon as he goes back downstairs, he hears another huge bang and runs right back up the steps. He puts the camera down and searches the empty attic for clues. A nearby metal bucket falls over and he runs out of the room before he gets hurt. Another object hits the ground on its own and the camera moves to the right on its own too. The homeowner was too scared to look at the footage. He waited a week before going back upstairs to get his camera. By now, he is understandably quite paranoid. He begins recording everything he does in his home, and it isn't long before he has more paranormal evidence. One day, his radio turns to static and a spirit orb rushes out the window. Later, someone violently jiggles the doorknob to the door that leads to the attic. The door opens and shuts by itself. The radio goes back to normal soon after. Things...
Oh my fucking god.
Flies up from the table to the couch, and the radio starts making more sounds again. The video recording starts to get fuzzy too, as if a ghost is causing electrical disturbances by passing by. Both of his dogs begin to look in the same spot as if they are following something. Whatever it was, the man was never able to physically catch it on film. He was only able to record its strange and oftentimes violent behaviors. Before we get to number 1...
As soon as your dog starts seeing things, that's fucking it, we're moving. Oh my god. Keep the fucking wives, keep the kids. I'm taking the dogs. They're coming with me because they can clearly see shit that I can't. So once they start seeing stuff, I know we're in danger.
As they make their way down a long hallway, they open a door and find graffiti on the wall. Other people had been here before them. Maybe this place isn't so bad after all. The teens grow a little more nervous as they continue to poke around. They are laughing less and starting to go silent. Something just isn't right about this section of the building. A YouTuber named Zabin Jaguar translated their comments. He says at this point...
What the fucking Casper was that?
...ago, another person was able to keep recording, though they probably now wish they hadn't. They enter one classroom in particular and get a dreadful feeling. Suddenly, a figure actually appears out of thin air and walks towards them. The ghost is missing his head, but there's somehow no blood. A loud chanting begins as soon as the ghost walks towards them. But this may be prayers from a nearby mosque. Amazingly, the group all appears to have missed the ghost, which explains why they calmly continue to keep exploring. They wouldn't see the apparition until much later, but when they did, they would never forget what was heading straight towards them in that room. Oh my fucking god, look at state. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure...
I can't stand ghost me. Stay away from me. If there's anything in here, I'm literally going to batter your teeth right in. Yeah, if you touch me. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe. See you later, guys.